everybody, it's Mrs. Anderson. I'm here with another story, and this story kind of made me think about my friends, both in room 7 and room 5. This story is called The Penguin and the Pinecone. Yeah, this penguin and this pinecone. It's called a friendship story. Okay? Where would you find a pinecone, boys and girls? Where do you think you would find a pinecone? Yeah, we've seen some on our fresh air walks outside. Pinecone comes from a pine tree. And this little penguin, we'd see him living somewhere where it's cold all year round. We don't have any penguins living here in Jamestown. So I have a story today. The characters are, well, a penguin, a pinecone. What do you think the story is going to be about? Like I said, it's called A Friendship Story. Let's see what happens. It's by Selena Yoon. She's the author of the story. The author writes the words. And I think I just skipped a page, and I did. One day, Penguin found a curious object. What's this? It was, too brown to be a snowball, too hard to be food, and too prickly to be an egg. Whatever you are, you're cold. Penguin got busy, knit one pearl too. What do you think Penguin's doing? Penguin loved his new friend. Oh dear, what did Penguin make for his new friend? A scarf. He knitted the pinecone a scarf. Whoosh! Whee! Achoo! Uh-oh! He played with the pine cone. What's wrong with my friend? Oh, it's too cold here, said Grandpa. Pinecone belongs in the forest, far, far away. He can't grow big and strong on the ice. Penguin sighed. I better take you home, Pinecone. Penguin packed his sled for the long journey. The wind pushed hard, but Penguin pulled harder. And finally, the forest. Pinecone, you're home. Do you think a penguin could live in a forest, boys and girls? I don't know. I don't think so. Forest usually doesn't have snow all the time. Penguin made a cozy nest of the softest pine, needles he could find. The day grew hotter and hotter. Goodbye, Pinecone. You will always be in my heart. Time passed and passed and passed. Had Pinecone grown big and strong like Penguin had? Penguin, he set off to find out. Do you remember where he dropped the pinecone off? He dropped him off at the forest, didn't he? So Penguin's going back to the forest. Pinecone? Boys and girls, do you see where Pinecone is? Is that the pinecone? He's wearing the scarf, and there's all of the stones he left around the pinecone. Did Pinecone grow up? He did. Pinecone! Oh, Penguin and Pinecone played and played. Pinecone was so sad to see Penguin go, but the forest is no place for a penguin. Penguin and Pinecone may have been far apart, but they always stayed in each other's heart. When you give love, it grows. It looks like Penguin brought a lot of pine cones back to the forest. Oh dear. And that's the end of our story. Now, you might be wondering why I thought that maybe this penguin and pinecone story reminded me of our classrooms. Well, you know what it is? I've been in school, and so has Mr. Ortiz, all week without my friends here. And I miss you guys. And I know when you come back, and I know Mr. Ortiz misses everybody also. When you come back, I know you guys are going to have grown. And I think your brains are going to have grown. And I might not even recognize some of you, because that's what happens when we're far apart for a little bit of time. So this is the Penguin and the Pinecone was a friendship stories, and Mr. Ortiz and Mrs. Anderson and Miss Robbins and Miss Bowman miss all of our friends, and we can't wait to see you back in school on Monday. So I hope everyone's having a great day. Thanks for listening to my story. We'll see you later.